26, 27 feet.
Okay. Oh, it's slippery. That drop is the scariest thing I've ever jumped. Welcome back to the channel. Today is gonna be a pretty epic video. I'm gonna meet my teammate at One Up Components, Matt Bolton. You know him, he's a Squamish freerider. We've been doing a video together last year. It was a fun time. So looking forward to do the same again today. He's built a new trail. Apparently it's pretty epic. I haven't seen any photo or video of being there, but knowing that, it should be pretty crazy. So it's gonna be an interesting video. He told me there's quite a few super challenging features, and that's what I love about mountain biking, is really challenging myself to progress and do something difficult. You can see the weather is pretty decent today, but we had an atmospheric waterfall. I think that's how it's called. So it's gonna be really wet, but it's okay. I've got my new Sky Pilot jacket from 7 Mesh. Actually matches my sunglasses, and yeah, let's make a good day. Okay, Matt, so what's up with this new trail?
So we're gonna go check out my new line. Been working on it for the past year and a half. Got a couple new features on it, so stoked to show you.
Sick. And how different is it from the other trail you built?
It's a little bit different. I've kind of taken everything I've learned from the previous trails and put it into one, so it's extremely well built and should be awesome.
And you mentioned there is like some pretty big features. So like you say 3 step down, I think?
Yeah, we've got 3 step downs. They're all a little bit different. A couple pretty technical moves, a few like drops into turns, so be pretty interesting linking it all up.
How big is the biggest one?
Biggest one's maybe about 20 feet.
Oh wow. You know, I'm actually pretty scared of step down, because when you come in, usually you can't see the landing. So it's definitely not my cup of tea. So it's gonna be interesting to see if you know, if I can do it, especially with the wet weather. Have you linked everything top to bottom yet?
I've not done it top to bottom, but just hit all the features separately, so it'd be pretty interesting to link them all up.
Sick. That'd be epic if we can follow each other. Like, we've got perfect colors today. Like, that should be some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's one of the best lines around, so try it out.
Okay, let's try it. Okay, before we head to the top of the trail, I'd like to give a shout out to Jenson USA, who sponsors that video. They are one of my main partners for the year, and they actually carry a bunch of brands I'm using, such as One Up Components that both Matt and I use for handlebars, stem, but also seat post. They also have Topic, 7 Mesh, Camelback, Ergon, and plenty other brands, so go check them out. There is a link in the description. Every time you make a purchase using that link, that support my channel, so thank you so much for that. And they've also given a $50 gift card to Matt, so now let's go and ride. Okay, start of the trail. First time I'm gonna see that drop. Whoa.
Pretty sick.
Wow. That's for a warm-up.
Right into it. It's pretty smooth to get the landing, but knowing the speed's pretty essential.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to clean that tree. It's super blind, actually.
Yeah, the first time I hit this, I landed pretty much completely flat. I overshot it by about 10 feet.
Wow. Yeah, the landing is actually a bit longer than it looks from the top.
Yeah, it's a bit longer, but there's definitely a sweet spot, probably the first 10 feet. If you land below that, it's a bit of an impact.
Yeah, if you land past that leaf right there, it's just like too much of a G-house, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty much where I landed the first time I hit it.
That's gonna be interesting. It's actually a bit of a step down, so that means the takeoff is going slightly up. You got that dead log, so I'm gonna have to pop to go over it, and then be super precise on the landing so I can get back straight on the brake so I can make the right hand corner. I think the most challenging part for me is gonna be to manage the speed, but fortunately Matt is gonna go first, so hopefully that's gonna help me to clear it perfectly.
Yeah, speed feels good. Wood's actually pretty grippy even though it's wet, so
Sweet.
let's give it a go.
Go for it, buddy.
Yeah.
So smooth. Okay, my turn.
That was plenty of speed.
It looked really slow for me.
it looked pretty quick from here. I think that was good. I think if that didn't pop, you would have made it.
Okay. Yeah, speed was good. I just had an awkward pop. Let me do it again. Now I've done it. It's gonna be easier.
Sick, nice work, man.
That was a good one.
Yeah, let's check out the next feature.
So intimidating because you feel like you're going way too slow and somehow make it to the transition. Like it's pretty like, yeah, for me it's like almost awkward because I'm like, oh, I'm going way too slow. Yeah, and then you land good. So I can totally see why you went way too far the first time. Okay, what's up with that?
Let's check out the next one, yeah. So this one, it's a step down and you land right in a turn. It's not huge, but it's pretty technical.
You got to be really precise.
Yeah, you can't really overshoot this one or you're gonna explode and maybe hit the tree. So you have to hit top of the landing perfectly, land right in the turn and get ready for it.
Yeah, probably jump like far right. So you have some margin to slow down instead of like cornering while you slow down.
Yeah, for sure. Like you definitely want to land as far right as possible and then right into the turn.
What's after?
It's just like some single track.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah, it's pretty blind. Oh, yeah. More than enough speed there, I think.
That was fast. You went really fast on the landing. Yeah, I'm gonna do another run-in to be safe. I went really slow. I was smooth, but I need to go faster. I mean, I landed where I wanted, but I kind of had an awkward position going up just because I was a bit slow, so I had to like make sure I could reach for that landing. Oh my god. Dude, that's so blind. Yeah, this one is super blind. Pretty like similar but different than the first feature we did today. Pretty the same height, right?
Yeah, it's about the same height and maybe a little shorter distance, but I'd say it's a little more technical.
So landing is more precise.
Yeah, you definitely want to hit top of the landing. This little bit of a lip gives you some pop, so you get a little bit higher up in the air. So you definitely want to hit the sweet spot or else you're going to bottom out pretty hard.
Okay, and like what's scaring me more than anything is actually the running. It's usually not a problem, but this one, we are basically on a super big deadlock, but it's actually pretty narrow. Like the surface you have to get, grip on top is like not even a feet wide. So you got to be really precise, and your point of non-return is basically as soon as you touch the wood up there, then you can't really stop or slow down.
And it's also super wet, so the wood on top's a little slippery,
yeah.
And you have to make sure you're going straight.
Classic rainforest in the months of October.
Yeah.
The landing is like quite steep and pretty short for the size of the drop, so you want to be precise. The sweet spot is right there. If you land any further, I think it's gonna be quite a big impact. So, I mean, if I was to land here, the drop is basically 15 feet tall to almost flat, so that'll be a pretty huge impact. So you obviously don't want to case it, but you want to land into that sweet spot, so you have to be super precise. So seeing Matt riding that is gonna definitely help me gauge the speed. That's impressive, because I mean the video probably doesn't tell justice, but like it's such a small landing for how big is that jump.
Yeah, I got it like pretty much top of landing, but still bottomed out my fork.
You had a couple of pedal stroke, eh?
Yeah, I braked out a little too much at the start and then had to crank a little bit. I think if you just like did no brakes, no pedals, it'd be perfect.
I mean, that's a pretty perfect landing. Same spot.
Yeah, it's weird, like you're going across the log and you're like, I think I'm going too slow, but it's so far down that you just like make the distance up.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm going way too slow.
That looked good though, that's it. That's all it is.
And when you start, do you do like, you push your bike a little or?
No, you just like go on and just coast, like not really pumping, not kicking the pedals. Just like let it go from the top and then pop off the lip, and it's like perfect landing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna trust you for the speed, and if that doesn't work, I'll blame it on you.
Dude, you missed the landing. I told you to go slow. You didn't listen. Dude, I saw you pedaling on the top and I was like, he's going way too fast.
I still felt like I was going too slow.
I saw you on the top and I was like, holy fuck, he's gonna miss the landing.
I still felt like I was going too slow.
Yeah,
well, now I know.
It's deceiving.
Yeah, I hate step downs. Here's the reason why. Well, my bike has done a pretty good job.
I'm just stoked your shoulder's okay.
That drop is the scariest thing I've ever jumped. Seriously, that's the scariest thing I've ever jumped. Because normally, you know, I do the thing once, that's fine. Twice, then that's good. This thing is just terrorizing me.
Dude, sick, that was perfect.
So scary, so.
Yeah.
Still felt like I went too deep, but I actually was pretty spot on the landing, but yeah, scary one. I'm glad the guys at Vorsprung Suspension just serviced my shock yesterday and definitely kept me on the bike today.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Tried going slow and staying in the outside of the turn, and it was perfect. You can control your speed and then let it go with that tree, and it was perfect.
So you went really slow, almost up until the tree?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
That was way smoother.
Yeah, you landed pretty much the exact same spot as the second time.
Well, I think I landed both wheels together, so the impact was like, you know, more progressive. Whereas when you land rear wheel first, especially on a step down, your rear wheel compresses, you take the impact with your legs, and then you just smash the front wheel with all your upper body strength.
Yeah, I look a lot more in control.
Sweet. Yeah, let's go to the next feature.
Sounds good.
What are we doing now?
Yeah, so we'll just rip this section quick, and then we'll do the first 2 rock rolls, and we'll stop for the third one so you can check it out.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Where are you?
Almost missed the entire landing.
And me, I just smashed the tree into my
Your left arm.
into my left arm.
That one.
I don't know which one it was, but I felt it.
You okay?
I mean, the jacket is.
There.
Oh yeah, just dirty. Sweet. Classic Squamish slab.
It's like pretty slippery actually. The dirt, this rock's not like Alice Lake. It's more of like a lava rock, so it's a little bit slippery. Then all the fresh dirt in our tires from
Oh yeah.
can be pretty slippery.
Okay, I'm gonna take it easy for sure.
Yeah, this part's not too bad, but there's a pretty soft spot right before the second one. It's just the dirt hasn't had time to settle up yet.
Of course, yeah.
And the second one, it's like a slight turn to the left, and it's not very difficult, but it's high exposure, so you definitely want to have the right line.
Okay, for sure.
Oh, very slippery. rock is like ice. There's like no
I know.
grip.
It's really slippery.
And like, look at the exposure. You can't really tell, but
Whoa.
it goes right down the ravine if you mess up.
If you fall here, like no one finds you for years. Okay, so third rock face. Yeah, it's insanely slippery.
Yeah, it's pretty slippery, and it's not too bad. It's a straight shot, but you have to stay just on the right side. There's a big step right in the left. If you hit that, you might lose control. And you have to watch out because the rut out's quite small too. There's a big stump and big rock on the left side, and you want to stay right and catch the turn.
Okay, and what's after that corner?
That's it, trail's over.
Sweet. So what was the biggest challenge of building a trail?
Well, I think the biggest challenge in this one was connecting all the features. We found that giant log, and I knew I wanted to build a step down off of it. And I found these slabs, and I knew I wanted to make a line down them. So connecting the two is quite challenging. There's a lot of drainages you have to deal with, a lot of water.
And it's really steep too, so you can't go everywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, I walked around the whole bush, and I think I found probably the best line to connect them. A lot of bench cutting. We had to build that one bridge. But yeah, it works out well. I mean,
Yeah.
We've got 150 mils of rain over the past 2 days, and there's hardly any puddles in the trail, so.
Yeah, no, I guess it's so steep, the water has nowhere to stay, right? So.
Yeah. It's good dirt too, like the dirt here is unreal. You can see from all the gold, it just drains super well, and it packs in great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, looking forward to see how the trail flows once we ride it like top to bottom.
It's gonna be insane.
I mean, if we can, like it's, because it's just like there's so many places where you can make a mistake, right? So, and we don't have much time either in terms of light, so it's gonna have to be a one shot.
Let's give her a shot.
Let's go. Yeah, buddy.
Dude.
Sick job.
Oh, so sick.
That was so good.
Woo! I got so loose at the bottom of this one here.
I know you were going fast, and I was like, do I try to keep up, take a lot of risk, or do I make it down?
The fog on that step down looks so good.
Dude,
too.
it was absolutely unreal.
Oh, that was perfect.
It's just super dark, but it was incredible.
Oh man, what a rush. Can't believe that all works.
Woo!
First try.
First try. Dude,
yeah, dude.
that was unreal. We came in like, you came in quite fast onto the log, then you braked, I braked, and I was like, I'm going too slow now. Pedal a little bit, of course I overshot it. I stayed solid on the bike this time, but...
Yeah, I feel like I was going a bit fast, and then I didn't pop it as much. I kind of pushed into it.
Yeah.
I got the landing pretty good.
Ah, that was awesome, dude.
That turn after is also super soft.
I know, I've seen you, you are like, I could tell you are like, okay, now we're good, we've done the big one.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Dude, I gotta go see this landing. Like, I hit that rut and I compressed so hard.
Such a big rut now.
Yeah. Oh man, so good. Whew. Let's check it out. Yeah. I love how we both went in it too, like exact same spot.
Like my pedals might have like scrapped.
Maybe right there.
You basically almost bottom out the bike here, right?
I for sure bottomed out.
It was incredible, like super stuck, because we had one shot, then the light is gonna go behind the mountain, and on the GoPro 10, like having that fog with the light is incredible. It's still super dark, so obviously that does affect a little bit the quality of the footage, because there is like less light coming into the camera, but I mean that was best conditions.
It's like the only fog we got all day, and it was like just when we're doing the top to bottom. So.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, it was wet, it was difficult to ride. So that drop was like, I almost closed my eyes. I was like, but yeah, everything else just rides so well. You got to be on your toes on that trail. You can't, you know, just let go the brake and be like, oh, it's all good. Like, you got to really be on it, and
you just get going so fast too, and it's like you gotta stay on the ride line. Like it's super narrow, slippery.
How many vertical meters did we drop?
Probably close to like 400. Like you lose a lot of elevation really quickly as well.
In like a minute or so. It's like on your, and there is like an entire section that's flat where you can't really recover because you get to like carry speed because you need to be able to do that little jump. Yeah, that was sick.
It was awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, so you make it.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the invite. And for the trail.
More to come.
Well, that's it for today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out and checking out my new trail.
Well, thanks to you for having us. It was super fun, definitely very challenging, and I really enjoyed it. So
yeah, it was a blast. What would you say your favorite feature was?
Definitely not the log step down. That was way too scary for me. No, I'd say the first one, first feature, first step down, the little drop after the left-hand corner, all the floaty section after was super cool, and I really enjoyed the little gap over the stump. That was like super nice. And I have to say the log step down was definitely the coolest looking one, but also the scariest one. So, but yeah, stuck, we got top to bottom. So if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you subscribe, consider giving a like, leave us a comment with what you thought. As always, you can support the channel using the link description, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.